I wonder what like an event like this here in Brazil would do, because you might think, oh, it's just a truck, but people kind of like this kind of stuff. People like this stuff, it's different, it's new.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 678th episode of the Pokemon Podcast. It's super effective. I'm your host, Steve. With me is Bobby.
Hello. I have determined that I have a new least favorite Pokemon. Between the Sasui event and talking to my kids this last week, Overquill is my new least favorite Pokemon.
Oh, you don't like Overquill? I do not like Overquill. Oh.
Yeah. So
interesting. Okay. All right. We have a brand new guest on the show all the way from Brazil. Hello, Caillou.
Hello. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the invitation. I was really happy when you asked me if I wanted to be here. And let's talk about Pokemon.
Do you have a least favorite Pokemon as well?
I do, gladly. I don't like it.
Really? Okay.
Really?
I don't like it. I tell people that it kind of like his face design kind of reminds me of Freddy Krueger from The Nightmare of Elm Street.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I see that.
Yeah, so I don't like it.
I'm gonna say that I don't know what our listenership is in Brazil, or how many people listen to us, at least anywhere outside. I know how many people listen to us outside the United States. I think the United States makes like 80% of our audience. But for those that don't know you, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah.
Please, in both Portuguese and English. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. My name is Caio. I have a page called Jogada Excelente, means excellent throw or excellent play. It kind of a play of words. Here in Brazil, in Portuguese, it's a play of the words. And I started making content about 6 years ago, or five-ish, 6 years ago. And I do make content mostly about Pokémon GO, but I talk about I talk about the franchise in general, but mostly about Pokémon GO. And I'm a Pokemon Go lover. I love playing the game with ups and downs. I try to help the community as much as I can. That's the reason why I started the page, was because of that. To try to help the people here. Back then, I started 2019, I think. Yeah. Back then, we didn't have many infographics in Portuguese. There were a lot of people making content on YouTube, so video content about events, gameplay, and this kind of stuff. But there were not many people making infographics. And I felt like when I started playing with the people like in my neighborhood, I felt like they were losing a lot of content, a lot of events, a lot of even like raid bosses, because they didn't have easy access to the type of content. Explaining what was going on in the game and this kind of stuff, like this quick tips, this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have a background in graphic design, I started making some images. I was heavily inspired by Lick Duck. He was probably my biggest inspiration. And so I started making this in Portuguese to share with people here in my neighborhood. Started with people in my neighborhood, then expanded to the town. And then I had a friend that used to work with social media. And he said, you should post this on the internet so you could help more people and you have a bigger reach. And I started doing that. And 6 years later, I'm here on the Pokemon Cast.
There we go. Well, we met oddly enough in Japan at the Osaka Go Fest. Our mutual friend Julie. I feel like I bring up Julie like at least once a month on the show. She speaks Japanese and Portuguese, no English, but you speak English and Portuguese. So there was
Japanese,
like some.
Yes. There was some connection there.
Yeah, so that worked out. We all had terrible Japanese Italian food at one point.
Yeah, my food
Japanese
wasn't
Italian.
that terrible. I have to say I was kind of mad when we got there I'm not gonna lie, because that was the place I did not want to go. It was brought up before, like, oh, there's like this Italian place. I was like, no, I'm not getting Italian food in Japan. I want to go to a Japanese place.
Yeah.
And then we're searching for a place, and we could not find a place to eat like that had food for everyone, because I'm vegetarian. But I'm pescatarian. I do eat fish, and Steve does not eat fish. So
that's true. Yeah.
And we're kind of trying to find a place that had food for everyone, and we could not find this place. So a friend of ours was like, "Oh, let's just go here." I was like, "Okay," and then we got to the Italian place. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this."
I can't remember what it was called. It was really bad though.
Yeah, I got there. I was mad when I got there, but the food that I asked wasn't bad at all. It was like pasta with shrimp pasta.
Okay.
It was nice. I think the pizza you had was really bad, right?
Oh, it was it was terrible. Also, let's throw Julie under the bus. She's very picky too. She only likes like hamburgers.
Yeah, that's true. But we did have a good time though.
Yes.
Except the food, but we had a great time there.
Okay. Besides talking about Caesarea, that's what it's called.
Yes, yeah.
For that is the
Restaurant?
Japanese Italian fast food chain, according to the AI overview, that offers quick and affordable Italian dishes. It is a common spot for families and high schoolers.
High schoolers?
Yeah.
Cool.
It wasn't like Italian food. It was more like interpretation of what Japanese people think Italian food is, kind of, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like authentic
Taco Bell.
place. Yeah,
like a Taco Bell, like what Americans think Mexican food is.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, my food wasn't bad.
Okay, that's good. At least someone had a positive. At least you had a positive.
It was one of the worst pieces of pizza I've ever had.
You had like a slice of the pizza, and like, oh, okay, I'm good. You did have Domino's after that, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I was so disappointed in the Domino's because it tasted 100% like American Domino's, and I was like disappointed. I thought like maybe it would taste fresher, or maybe it would. They killed it with consistency. It was exactly the same. So that was a bit of a bummer. I was like, because at McDonald's tastes a little different. Like McDonald's tastes a little fresher.
Yeah, I had McDonald's there. I had the shrimp. I don't remember the name. Is shrimp.
We don't have any shrimp sandwiches here.
Like a shrimp or something.
It's kind of like that. It's I don't remember. It's like filet of shrimp, something like that.
Okay, yeah. Like instead of like a filet of fish, like a filet of shrimp or something.
It was really nice. I have to say, it was really nice. I really liked it. I'm not a McDonald's guy, of course, because I'm pescatarian, but I don't like the McFish also. I think it's very like bland. It doesn't have a flavor. At least here in Brazil, I think McDonald's, from what I heard, it's very different in Brazil and in the States, so you might have a different experience. But here in Brazil, the McFish for me, it's kind of bland. It doesn't taste like anything. But the Japanese one, it was really nice. I really liked it.
I'll travel to Brazil and report back on their McDonald's. Yeah. I'll let you know. Speaking of fish, there is a water week happening in Pokemon Go. Our show for you guys today is we're going to start off with the Pokemon Go stuff. There's a new Pokemon, actually going back to Japan, there is a brand new Pokemon Center opening in Japan, which is pretty big news. There are new Pokélids in Japan. We got some more Mega TCG stuff, and we're about to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of Pokemon Sleep. And then for our bonus segment, for our Patreon listeners, whatever we don't catch up on, or maybe we'll just go back to talking more about Japanese McDonald's for the bonus segment. We haven't gotten that far yet, but we'll figure it out. Let's start off with the Pokemon Go news, which is the Water Festival will be starting this week. If you are listening to this on Monday, the Tasaguri will make its Pokemon Go debut. Curly form will be in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Droopy form will be in the Americas. Stretchy will be in Asia Pacific. Rainy lure modules will last 2 hours. Increased shiny chance for Staryu and Tortuga. And very cool backpacks are being added. I'm actually really into the backpacks. I think they're kind of awesome. There's an eating ice cream pose for $5 if you're into that. Collection challenge, water festival box, a bunch of Pokemon in wild encounters. We'll start with Bobby. Anything of this event you're looking forward to, or how are we feeling?
You know, I think I'm okay with the fact that Tatsugiri is in raids. Wait, did they say it's in raids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only in raids.
It is.
I think it might be in field research. They haven't shown what the field research is.
True. Well, the fact that it's in raids and it's not shiny is fine with me, because it's one of those, like, you can just get invited to one of each, call it a day if you want, which is nice. I'm also interested in the Lapras wearing a scarf, having a seasonal special background as well. So that'll be cool. Otherwise, pretty normal event. I'm still missing. I need one more shiny Tortuga, and I don't have a shiny Staryu yet in Pokemon Go.
Wow.
So
okay.
I know. So I need 2 of those and a shiny Tortuga. So yeah, seems nice. I do like the increased candy for nice throws are better as well. That's always nice when you get something for, those great throws, excellent throws. But yeah, overall, I think it's a decent event. I feel like they've been kind of hitting them with some okay events lately. Like I've been happy with like what we've had the last little while. So yeah, it's nice.
Caillou?
Yeah, I kind of share the same opinion. I'm not particularly like happy with them being regional form. I'm okay with them being regional forms, but I think Tatsugiri, it's kind of a wild Pokemon. It couldn't be just in raid. I think making it available wild on the map, I think would be nicer than having it on raids, especially when we have the shiny release later on. So we don't know when it's gonna be, when it's released, the shiny, when they release the shiny version, if it's gonna be available only in raids or not. I don't really like this kind of release that's only in raids. If that's the case, when the event starts, we're gonna find out if they have any field research. I don't think so. It's probably gonna be just raids.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think
they've surprised us before.
Once or twice, but mostly
yeah.
just raids. I'm not a big fan of that. I think there should be ways to get them otherwise, and then if people wanna, get a handle, they just do the raids. A bunch of raids, Yeah, but I think it's a decent event as well. The shinies are cool. I don't think I have a shiny star as well. Probably, I don't think so.
I do have shiny Staryu, but I think it was featured at a specific event. I think it was like an in-person event that it was boosted, like maybe like a South Korea event or something. Because I feel like just in general, I've just rarely ever see Staryu in the wild. Yeah. I can't even remember the last time I was like, oh, cool, Staryu's here.
Yeah, it's kind of true. And even like I play near the water a lot, and I just feel like you see Magikarp all the time, but like you don't ever see Staryu in the wild. So it's just not one of those common ones. But I will agree. In the I've said this before on the podcast, but when they have an event with a new Pokemon, I feel like that Pokemon should be available multiple ways all the time, because it should be like a celebration of a new Pokemon coming to the game. And when you lock it behind like one way of getting it, it's really, it's kind of annoying. It's like I like seeing Pokemon in the wild. I like opening my app and seeing a silhouette to like catch a new Pokemon, even if it's just for, 5 minutes until I catch that Pokemon. I still like seeing that, so that is a bummer.
I said that as well in my content. I think when it's a new Pokemon, it should be available any way you could get it. So it should be on raids, eggs, researches, and wild. And then after the event, there may be like, okay, this Pokemon is only gonna be available in raids. That's fine, But when it's released, especially, I think it should be everywhere. It's not the case. That I don't think usually it doesn't happen like that. I don't remember like I think some Pokemon were released like and it was available in different forms, but it's lately it's just either raids or eggs or wild. So yeah, I don't like it very much, but no, it's the game. And also, I'm happy that for once we didn't get the worst form in America. Because it's not that I don't like it, but the stretchy form it's the worst one. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. I think I agree with you for sure.
They announced a summer concert from Saturday, July 19th to Tuesday, July 22nd. During delightful days, we are celebrating the music composed by Masuda, the video game series composer and chief creative fellow of the Pokemon Company. Yeah, remember, he no longer works at Game Freak. He now works at the Pokemon Company. Yes, those are two different companies. No, we're not going to go into who owns what. Each day from the 19th through the 22nd, trainers will be able to listen to a special arrangement of in-game background music made up of tracks selected by Masuda himself. Lure modules will be activated for at least and will last 1 hour. Lure modules will attack specific Pokemon. Increased chance to encounter shiny Chatot at these active lure modules. The lure modules are attracting Jigglypuff, Lotad, Kricketot, Chatot, Audino, Noibat, and Popplio. They can all be shiny, and there will be field research to encounter Spinda. If you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny one during this event. The Spinda with a heart pattern will not appear, which is making me assume that there will be more than at least one Spinda.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I know what I got from the deadline as well.
Yeah.
Huh.
And this
But
event,
not the heart one.
I don't think you said, but it's going to happen 3 hours a day.
Oh, I did not see that. No, I did not say that.
Yeah, if you check
Oh,
the
I see.
date,
From
it's
5 to 8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's just.
I guess that forces everyone to use their lures at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I did like this event to celebrate Masuda. I even did my research to see if it was his birthday or something, but it's not. I don't understand why it's being celebrated in July, but I like it anyway. I like the music. I think it's always cool when Pokemon Go play different music, different songs. And Masuda actually composed the main themes of Pokemon Go as well. So it's nice. It's nice to celebrate him in that way. And it's okay. It's like a 3-hour event in 5 different days, 5 or 4 days. You can get what does it say? How do you pronounce the name of the Pokemon? Chatot?
Chatot?
Chatot.
Chatot? Yeah.
Chatot. We say Chateau here.
Oh, okay.
Chatot. And I definitely don't have him in the shiny form yet, so I'm looking forward.
Yes, because that was what was that? Sinnoh Tour debut, and then it was only in eggs, and then Chatot is what, Australia, New Zealand area? Right?
No, it's South America.
No, Brazil.
Yeah,
it's South America.
Oh, is it? What am I thinking of? I know, obviously Kangaskhan.
Relicanth?
There's no, not Relicanth. There's like another. Isn't there another Pokemon exclusive to that area?
Australia, New Zealand.
They have 3. Relicanth, Kangaskhan, and one more. Why can't I think of it?
Torkoal?
Is it like
no, Torkoal is...
No, Torkoal's India.
Does that have to do with like, it's not Corsola, right? Because that's like...
Yeah, Corsola is Equator.
Yeah, it's Equator. That's too far north.
Yeah. Can you reach Corsola at all, Caillou? Or are you too south?
Yeah, I'm too... there's like a very small part of Brazil that have Corsola spawning in the wild, but not where I am, no.
Shout out to South America, actually.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
We do have him appearing in the wild, but I could never get a shiny one.
Yeah. I mean, like
Yeah.
we've had Tauros for how long here in North America, and I've gotten one in the last like 6 years. It could be shiny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, one shiny one. One shiny
Yeah,
one.
yeah. One shiny one.
Okay.
I click every Tauros I
spawned.
see because I feel like shiny Tauros is good trade bait, but like,
I think Zangoose appears in Australia as well. Maybe that's the one.
yeah, Zangoose and Seviper, they rotate. I don't know what I was thinking.
Because they're like
maybe because I got my
east-west,
first
right?
Chatot from an Australian, and that's probably what I was thinking.
Maybe, but it's definitely a South American regional.
So, where'd you get this bird?
Huh. Weird.
Well, I guess I guess this would be good for communities if a community was like, "Hey, we're all going to this park and we're all activating a lure module," and then you can like do laps around the park and then ideally, hopefully, get a Chatot. I think that's way more exciting than just like going to a Starbucks and sitting there and turning on a lure module and then like hoping in the 1 hour you get enough spawns.
Real quick update. Chatot's exclusive for the Southern Hemisphere.
Okay,
So it's possible that you would get one in Australia.
Oh,
well.
okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy. I'm a little crazy.
I
Not
feel
that
like
crazy.
they changed that because I feel like it initially was South America. I thought that was the whole thing, was that it was a South America
Did
exclusive.
it debut in a specific South American event and then go everywhere? That might have been it when they turned it on.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't feel like I remember it being exclusive for the whole Southern Hemisphere before, but apparently, according to PokemonGo.fandom.com, it is
Perfect.
exclusive for the Southern Hemisphere.
I think
All right.
Maractus is South America or Latin America.
Oh,
Maractus?
Maractus. Yeah. If you're very, very south of Florida, I don't know. I think even if you're around Orlando and Florida, I think you can still get Maractus. But yeah, it's supposed to be Latin America.
Yeah. Well, that's like Halucha is in Mexico. But if you are, I live in San Diego, so I'm like 45 minutes from the Mexican border. If you go down like south in San Diego, you can catch Halucha in San Diego as well, even though it's supposed to be like a Mexico exclusive.
Well, speaking of Latin America, Latios and Latias, your iPhone probably autocorrects those Pokemon names. Make its Dynamax debut. It always corrects it to Latino for me.
Always.
Always.
Yep.
You think of the amount of times I type Latios and Latias, it would just be like, it knows Pikachu. My iPhone knows Pikachu. Doesn't try to correct that. Let's see. Dynamax Latias and Latios make their Dynamax debut, Max Battle Weekend. That is going to be Saturday, July 26th through the 27th. Your max particle limit will increase. You will earn max particles 1/4 faster. Power spots will refresh 8 times the amount of particles at a power spot. There will be timed research. There's nothing really exciting here. They can be shiny. You can Mega Evolve Dynamax Pokemon. You just can't Dynamax them and Mega Evolve them at the same time. Latios and Latias are like pretty popular Pokemon. I would maybe guess that they're more popular than the last couple legendaries we have. I don't know. You think? I think they're more popular than the Beasts.
I don't
I
think
that's
that.
debatable.
I think you're underestimating Gen 3 children. They are.
I'm not saying that Latios and Latios aren't popular, but more popular than Suicune, Raikou, and Entei? I don't know about that.
I think so.
I think they're not. I think they're popular like in the franchise, but I don't think they're more popular in Pokemon Go than the Beasts.
Yeah.
Or the
Oh,
Pokemon
really?
Go community. I don't think so.
But they can Mega Evolve, and they are more useful in raids than the Beasts.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean,
Because all the Beasts are pretty useless raid wise and Go Battle League wise.
I don't think Raikou's useless in raids. I use Raikou a lot in raids.
Yeah, he's okay.
I don't use Suicune. Nobody uses Suicune. I think.
Yeah, because you would just use Kyogre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how hard they're gonna be because it's a 5-star raid, so 5-star max battle, so you can only do this with 4 trainers. And Latios in 5-star raids, regular Latios is kind of hard to take down. So I wanna see how hard it's gonna be to do the max, the Dynamax Latios. Latios, I think it might be easier, but Latios is kind of a pain when you do the raids, regular raids. So I think people are gonna have a hard time if they're not really, really prepared.
How is the Dynamax scene in where you are? Is it popular? Is it not? Not good.
No, not good.
No.
Not good at all. I think in Brazil we do have like most people not really liking the mechanics. Me personally, I do like the way to do the battles. No, I like the turn thing. I like the transformation. I think it's cool that it doesn't there's no lot time limit to do them. I think it's cool, but when you talk about like the Gigantamax raids, it's really hard to find enough people to do that at once. Because you're gonna need like 15-20 players to take Gigantamax boss down, and it's hard to find people unless you like in a big city.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why people don't really like them a lot.
Mm. Yeah,
you can like if you are in a big city, you can find people to do them with you. There's a lot of communities here that have like the ambassador program. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but
we have a lot.
The ambassador thing kind of, I believe it started here in Brazil. They had like the very first version here in Brazil, and then they expanded to other places later on. So there are a lot of communities here. I think there are about almost like 90 different communities here in different cities. So you can find them, but they are in big cities.
I think for America it's very similar, where like people that are not in big cities don't like this feature at all. And then like me or Bobby, which are in 2 pretty big United States cities, like if we just go where people are, we'll have enough pretty easily. Yeah.
I cannot find people here like in my neighborhood, for example. I have to go downtown. I take the train or a bus and I go downtown. And there's a community there, and we usually have like 20-30 people together to do them. So when there's a Dynamax or a Gigantamax raid boss, I usually go there. But if I were to do here in my neighborhood, if it's a day I cannot go downtown, I probably not gonna do them. I can find people here.
Yeah, I do think this is the first legendary Dynamax raids with remote being available, right? I don't think there was. Yeah, so that'll at least do something, so people can at least remote in, and if they have their online communities, they can communicate that way if they want to, or just remote into one. I mean, I think to your point, like a Dynamax Latios raid with 4 people is probably going to take some communication between each other to do. So if you're just randomly jumping into them, that might be tough. But if you have like an online community and you can then chat outside of it that way, at least that might help people.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest problems is that people are not really prepared to do them, because you need to have the right Pokemon, you need to have the right moves, you need to make your Pokemon stronger, you need to have the healing and the shields.
You're telling me bringing Charmeleon isn't good enough?
No. I always tell people this when I post on YouTube or something, and people always comment. Even on social media, when I post, there's gonna be like a Dynamax raid boss, 5 stars, and people always ask me like, how many people can defeat this boss? And I'm like, it depends. If there's like 40 people with Bulbasaurs, you cannot beat the boss. It doesn't matter how many players are trying. So yeah, and I think that's a problem. It's going to be a problem now because new players are going to be trying that for the first time because it's available to do remotely, and they might not be prepared.
Yeah,
they might not have the right
and
Pokemon.
They'll get their particles back when they lose, but they won't get their raid pass back.
If they go, remote raid pass. That's true. So what are we thinking? What as far as what Dynamax Pokemon, Gigantamax Pokemon are out there? If we do want to raid Latios and Latias, what are we thinking for those decent counters?
Yeah, I think the best one is Gengar. Okay. Gigantamax Gengar if you have them. Dynamax Gengar if you don't have the Gigantamax. You might have the Zacian and the Zamazenta from the Go Fast. There might be good options. It's maybe not to cause that much damage, but to take damage from the boss. And then you change the Pokemon to Dynamax when it's time to when the meter is complete. But I think Gengar, it's the best one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Blissey, if you want to play healer. Yeah, Blissey good. I don't see why Lapras would be that bad, although Blissey's always a little bit better. I guess, I don't actually know. I know in the main series games they can learn an electric type move, but I actually don't know in this. I don't know if in Pokemon.
It has Wild Charge, yeah.
No, I meant for like Latias doing electric to Lapras for super effective.
I think they have Solar Beam, maybe.
That sounds right. Yeah.
So maybe so maybe no Lapras, maybe just Blissey.
Are we getting? Speaking of Lapras, are we getting there's a Lapras Gmax raid day coming back?
Yes.
Is that before or after the Latios and Latios?
That is
before.
Let me check. Lapras is
before.
It's
the week
before.
Yeah, the week before. Saturday the 19th.
Yeah.
So when you're listening to this podcast this weekend.
That's nice.
Latios,
people can.
Yeah, Latios has Solar Beam and Latias has Thunder. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So maybe don't bring Lapras. maybe just bring Blissey. All right. I'm glad we figured that out live on the show. Perfect. Let's take a break. I think we just have one more thing for Pokemon Go, which is the bus. The truck, not the bus. What is it? It's a truck. Yeah. All right.
I've been calling it the bus lately.
I know. And then there is a new Pokemon Center opening and some new Pokélids happening. So all travel-related stuff when we get back from our break. We will be right back. This podcast is brought to you by Hims. What can happen in 3 to 6 months? You could pick up a new hobby and get maybe not very good at it yet. You could maybe tackle half of your New Year's resolutions, or you could spend 3 to 6 months trying to organize your shiny Pokemon in home, which you probably haven't done yet. You should start doing that. Or you can start seeing thicker, fuller hair regrow through Hims. Not bad for 3 to 6 months. Hims will provide you with convenient access to a range of hair loss treatments that work, all from the comfort of your couch. Choose from personalized chewable, oral, spray, or serum treatments to find out what works best for you. The process is simple and 100% online, so there's no uncomfortable doctor visits. No insurance is needed, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. And at the end of the day, it's easy, and we all like easy. You can start your free online visit today at hims.com/PKMNcast. That is HIMS.com/PKMNcast for your personalized hair loss treatment options. HIMS.com/PKMNcast. And we are back from our break. All right, one more bit of Pokemon Go news, which is, I don't think, for either of our areas, because this is for Europe, and we are taking up both the Americas here. So they announced more of the truck, not a bus, that is happening. It looks like there is it's mostly just like meetups for what they're doing. So just to recap here, on July 16th, they'll be in Manchester. July 19th, they'll be in London. July 16th, Paris. August 2nd, Valencia. August 9th, Berlin. August 16th, The Hague. The Hague. I don't know how to say that. So somebody in the Netherlands can correct me. And August 20th through the 24th, they will be at Gamescom, which is in Germany, and that's where they're going to be ending it. So there's routes, raids. Each stop will feature notable trainers. There will be Shiny Unknown R and Shiny Unknown T that will be attracted to lure modules. And then they're just saying, like, use Campfire. So we talked about this before. I think this is, like, really cool if you've never been to, like, a Pokemon Go thing and it is happening to come closer to you so you don't have to travel. But I don't know if this is, like, I'm in America and I want to travel to Germany to see this truck. I don't think it's kind of travel. But I think it's like, oh, cool. It's only going to be, like, a city or two away. That's way more affordable or way more convenient than I need to...
Or a country away. I mean, we've been corrected on this in Slack. Like, there are people who live in, like, Tone, for instance, is going to be going to one in, I think London is what? Yeah, I think it's London that he's going to. And you know, he doesn't live in England, right? But if you live in Europe, you know, travel is sometimes quite a bit cheaper going from one country to another versus going from the Americas over to Europe. So, which makes sense.
You mean it's not cheap to spend $600 to go from Minneapolis to New York for GoFest?
Yeah,
on just a flight.
A little ridiculous. Yeah, a little ridiculous with our flight prices sometimes here, with our in-country flight prices. But no, I think this is a cool event, and it does look like they're really trying to fill people's time, which is nice. Like, if you look at the details of all these community meetups, and they have kind of times broken down for what they're going to do. Oh, they're doing an AR contest. Maybe I should travel to Europe so I can do an AR contest.
You should. It would probably going to be more than $600.
But it's cool that they have all these different things happening, and it's not just like, here, come see a truck and, like, walk around, right? Like, they're actually making a nice...
Is that not good enough, Bobby? Come see the truck?
No, seeing the truck is fine. It's fine, but it is cool that they're putting all of these events, you know, within that, or all of these little things within that to really make it I think it would be a pretty fun day for people who decide to go and check this out.
Yeah, I don't want people to have the impression that I'm the Pokemon Go hater, because I am the Pokemon Go
no, that's me.
creator. But yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical of this event. I think it's a cool event, and it's a bit of like a fine tuning, you know, to be like more relevant, you know. I think it's a cool idea, like Steve said. It's really nice when people don't necessarily have the means to go to an in-person event, and you have something coming to you. I think that's nice, you know. But I think what happens in game, it's not necessarily like very inviting for people. I don't think I would leave my house to catch like the Pokemon that are appearing in game, for example. Now, if you check it, I think it's like it's Pokemon that we have in many other events. Like I think it's Geodude, Stunfisk. It's like this kind of Pokemon that we had over and over and over. The cool thing is unknown. I think there's probably unknown involved, so that's cool. But I think it would be nice to have like different Pokemon appearing around the truck, so people really wanted to go, not just for the truck, but like for the game as well.
Like Varoom.
Yeah. That'd be amazing. Actually, that'd be awesome.
That would be for sure.
You know, so I think it needs a bit of like adjustment to be like a really cool event. But it's a nice idea. Yeah, and I don't. Do you guys have the Coca-Cola truck?
Well, excuse me.
You don't have that?
I don't think so.
No?
Maybe, but
Like
You got
in
a
Brazil?
Coca-Cola truck driving around in Brazil.
No, yes, we do actually. During the holidays, I think very close to Christmas, the Coca-Cola truck goes around the country, and it's kind of ridiculous the amount of people that goes out to see the truck going by. You know, it's literally just a truck, a Coca-Cola truck, like with lights, with Christmas lights and stuff. And people, you see like miles of people like around in the street just to see the truck. You know.
really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Does it stop or is it just driving?
No.
Is
It's just
traveling?
driving by. It's just driving by.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't stop.
Oh, it doesn't stop at all. Like it's not
Nope.
like giving out
No,
free
no,
Coke or anything.
No, it's just driving by, but people go out in the street. It actually it passed by my house. It's close to my house when the path that it does. So you can see people lining up for like miles and miles. Everyone gets out of their house to see the truck. You know, it's something that happens every year, and people really goes out to see. So I wonder what like an event like this here in Brazil would do, because you might think, oh, it's just a truck, but people kind of like this kind of stuff. People like this stuff. You know, it's different, it's new, it's something that they love to see. So I think that's why I think it's a cool event. But for the player that wants a little bit more than just to see the attraction, for a lot of people that have been to in-person events before, I feel like there's not really like big attractions. There's no reason to go just to see the truck. You need something else in game.
Yeah, I can feel that. And I will say, going back to the conversation I was having with Tone in our Slack community, he was mentioning how he is going to this London one because it's next weekend. And there's also going to be the Quaxley Community Day on July 20th. And then there's the summer concert event stuff happening, right, the 19th through the 22nd. And so he was kind of saying how like he's able to kind of make a weekend out of it because it'll be like truck is one of the things. He'll be able to do the summer concert in the afternoon, Quaxley Community Day on Sunday. Like, so like making like more of it than just the truck, you know, making more of an event out of that. And so I think that's cool too. And yeah, I think this just being the first one, like I can see how they're just kind of getting a feel for what it does. And maybe, you know, if they do this again or if they bring this other places, maybe there'll be more to it. But I think it's a good starting point for people. Be interesting to see if it does something that continues or if they do just retire the truck after Gamescom.
No, I hope there's more. But like with better events tied to it.
Speaking of events, well, I guess it's not. Well, it's an event when the Pokemon Center opens, but then it will be permanently there. But they have announced a new Pokemon Center. This is off GoNintendo.com. There's not a lot to talk about here, but a Pokemon Center in Kagawa. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it out loud. Which is in Takumatsu City. They're going to open a brand new Pokemon Center with Slowpoke being the mascot. Now, it's exciting that there is a new Pokemon Center, but not surprising that it would be here because they already use this area to promote Slowpoke. It's one of the
mascots.
It's one of the mascots already. And so there's like a Slowpoke themed train. There's like Slowpoke hotel rooms. There's already the Pokélids of Slowpoke everywhere.
There's a Slowpoke hotel room?
Yeah.
I want a Slowpoke hotel room. What?
You can take the Slowpoke train to the Slowpoke hotel room.
This is amazing. I didn't know that this existed.
There's no specifics on like what the merchandise would be or if there would be special merchandise, but there ideally would be special merchandise because all of these prefectures already have like special merchandise. Like if you go up to like Hokkaido, you would get like the Alolan Vulpix. Like they have like Alolan Vulpix rice or like Alolan Vulpix crackers or whatever that you can only get in that like prefecture. So they said October, fall. So maybe you want to, instead of seeing a truck in London, maybe you want to go to Japan and be. I think that is probably one of the coolest things. Maybe it's actually not that cool, but ideally, like a bucket list item for me would be, I want to go to a brand new Pokemon Center on day one. I don't even care what Pokemon Center is. I just want to be there like day one. I think that would be really, really neat. But I'm also sure there would be like a lottery system to like go on the first day, and it'll be completely busy. I don't know. Maybe Caillou, are you a big Slowpoke fan? Is this doing it for you?
You know, can I get something here? Can you guys wait 1 second? Just a second.
Sure.
I actually got this when I went to Japan. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
For our audio listeners, Caillou has a Slowpoke hat on.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy because I'm not that big of a Slowpoke. It's not my favorite Pokemon, but when I saw this hat, I was like, I need to get it. I might do the rest of the podcast like this. I just think Slowpoke, it's a really nice mascot. I like this sort of derpy-based Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually went to a Pokémon Center the first time when we were in Japan. It was an amazing experience. It is something very... It is amazing to be there, being a Pokemon fan. It's sort of a dream come true. So when you have different mascots that are not necessarily legendary Pokemon, you might be someone's favorite, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Totally agree. And if you can't make it to the opening day of the Pokemon Center, you can just stay at this Slowpoke hotel that I'm now completely researching. It looks absolutely amazing. There's even a Slowpoke bus that takes you to the hotel.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
We've said this before on the podcast, but the main reason that these prefectures have mascots is to encourage people to like not just always go to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. So that's why when you go to Tokyo and you're like, oh, there's Pokélids here. There are only 2 in Tokyo, and they're not even like in proper Tokyo. They're in Ueno, and they're 2 bad ones. They're one's Tyrunt. Tyrant's pretty cool. The other one's just Baltoy.
You so much hate for Baltoy every week now, I feel like.
Baltoy's the new Appleton, Wisconsin. But yeah, they're to encourage you to travel outwards. So there are 5 new Pokélids coming to Irabaki. Again, I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm really sorry. Prefecture in Japan. One is Maractus and Bombardier. The other is Krogunk and Bellybolt, which I think is Bellybolt's first Pokélid. Maractus
shiny.
actually has... Oh, it is shiny.
The Bellybolt is shiny, yeah.
I think Maractus has actually had quite a few Pokélids, oddly enough. There's a Hawlucha and Salamence, and then there is a Herdier and Superior and Ferrothorn. And then finally, there's a Rayquaza, which seems like it would be a very popular Pokélid, so I'm curious of where they're actually putting that Pokélid, because they do put, I feel like, more popular Pokemon in harder to reach areas. That's why Cramorant is in the middle of nowhere. They knew that he was going to be really popular, so they put him in the middle of nowhere. But like, for example, Mew, Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur are on an island outside of Tokyo, and you have to take a boat to it, and the boat only runs once a day. So when you get to the island, you are stuck there for 24 hours, and then you have to take the boat back. Which would be really cool to do.
Yeah. I can tell you, based on what Cerebi is saying, they have a location, like an exact coordinates of each of these. And it looks like the Rayquaza, according to Cerebi, is going to be right next to Japan International University, in between 2 fairly decent-sized parks. I don't know how far away from anything that is, but there is your location, right next to Japan International University.
Huh.
So,
does the university specialize in space travel?
That would be an interesting reference there if it did. But there's a cool. The Rayquaza lid is a very cool. I mean, they all look really good. All these lids look so cool. I kind of wish, they're kind of the size of like the jumbo size coins that you get in like a TCG, like the TCG has. The coins that you have that you can flip. It'd be really cool if they had coins that were like this. Like, I get that the whole idea is the Pokélid thing, and it's like that's really cool, and it would be really cool to see those. But it would be cool if they had some kind of commemorative things that they came out with in the future with this artwork on some coin or something like that you could buy.
I think they made keychains of some of them at one point that you could find, but also, aren't they eventually supposed to turn all the Pokélids into Pokemon Go stamps?
Yeah, I think that might be happening, so people can check that in person and in the game as well. Have the stamp in the game. That's funny because I went to Japan and I really wanted to see them, but I didn't see any because there was so much to do.
Osaka, yeah.
Yeah, but even I was like, even if I wanted to see, I don't think I would have the time to see.
Yeah,
to look for them, not to look for them. So I think it's like a nice trip to do if you really want to sort of hunt for them. It was like, okay, this is the trip, or you take a few days, say, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go after the leads, and you just do that. I think it's a cool thing to do.
That's how it was for the Cramorant lid, because it was in Gifu, but like specifically, I think it was like the town was like Seki, and I went out there, and it was like maybe like a 90-minute train ride, but the train specifically ran at like 2 p.m. so we couldn't like really go any earlier. So then we got there and it was like 4 o'clock after like everything was said and done, and we like saw the Pokélid and I took pictures of it and I was like, cool, it's Cramorant. And then the next train to leave was like a full hour later, but there was like nothing to do in this town. I think there was like a castle, but like it was already too late for the castle. And also once you got there, the castle was like still another like 45 minutes to get to. And I'm just like, there's a 7-Eleven here, and there's like a school, and kids are getting out of school and they're like staring at like these Americans like at this train station. But it was like an all day event just to see a single lid. And I will probably never see the Cramorant Pokélid again, because like I don't think it's changing, and I don't think that city's gonna get anything new in the next like year or two.
Just wait, Steve. They're gonna paint one of the Cramorants shiny, and then since there's two on the lid, you're gonna have to go back so you can see the shiny one.
That's true.
As well.
I'll have to go back. But a lot of these lids aren't even like close together. Like even I think there's like 5 lids in Yokohama, and if you want to see like all 5, you're pretty much like spending the whole day to like travel between all 5. Like again, they're still really cool.
Yeah, I think that's a nice thing to do. If you have a free day on your Japan, it's kind of hard to have a free day on a trip to Japan.
Sure.
But if you are like a big fan, that's worth it, because you check the lead, but there's probably stuff around it, right? You can like a tourist attraction.
That's the ideal. Yeah. I think I would be more. This is just me personally, because I've seen a lot of these Pokélids and I've like taken pictures of them and whatnot, and I have made a day to travel out to some of them. I think it would be really cool once that Pokemon Go feature is implemented to then start documenting them, and then I think that would make it a little bit more compelling to be like, these are all, instead of like going through your camera roll of like your one Pokélid picture and like a million other pictures that you've taken, you can just open your app and be like, I've been here. Oh, cool. I've been here too, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. I think we did all our travel stuff. We'll take one more break here, and then we'll come back and we have some Pokemon Sleep and some Pokemon TCG. So we will be right back. And we are back from our break. We now have a date for TCG's Mega Evolution expansion, which I think is just called Mega Evolution.
It is. I don't know
It's really
why.
Mega Evolution. That's the name.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The Japanese ones are so much better. The names.
This is off. We're using Go Nintendo twice today. GoNintendo.com. The Pokemon Company International announced that the next expansion, Mega Evolution, will launch on September 26. Initially revealed on Pokemon Day, this is the first expansion in the upcoming Mega Evolution series. And Cerebi said that we have now confirmation that Mega Absol and Mega Mawile will make its debut. Although we don't know specifically in this set, because keep in mind, Japan runs different sets, and then at least the worldwide sets get like all of them combined. But probably it will have Mega Lucario, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Absol, Mega Mawile. Did I say Mawile? Mawile, Absol, Lucario, Gardevoir.
Mm-hmm.
Go Nintendo is saying there will be 10 Mega Pokemon EX, so you can try to figure out who the other 6 are. 22 illustration rares, 22 ultra rare Mega Evolution and EX and trainer cards. Those are the all the secrets. 10 special illustrations, and then ETBs, all that stuff. So
we do have
Bobby
Mega. Oh, sorry. We do have Mega
No,
Kangaskhan and Venusaur on the cover, on the backs.
Yeah.
So those are
another couple of them.
Oh, and I think we've seen Mega Latias at one point. So the other one would be Latios, unless they just did one of them. That would be maybe weird.
Possible. It's impossible. Yeah, I think they're doing a lot of illustration rare and special illustration rares now. They really upped that number. Like in the beginnings when they started doing them last year, or whenever Scarlet and Violet started coming out, it was like 6. You get like, there were like maybe 6 or 8 illustration rares and like 4 or 5 special illustration rares, and they just keep pumping that number up, which just means more secret rares and less regular set, so obviously if you want to complete the set, it's just opening more and more packs. So, which I understand, I see what they're doing, but it is a little bit annoying, I will say. This looks cool. I think this isn't like a special set, so this should have like booster boxes and everything as well.
Yeah, everything. Yeah,
it's got everything. So
they can save any new Mega Evolutions in ZA, assuming we get new Mega Evolutions in ZA. They're setting themselves up for hopefully those Pokemon having cards pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a hinting at a Mega Charizard set coming out at some point, like in the next 6 to 9 months, which obviously will be very popular because Charizard. But I still think it's really interesting on a from a competitive standpoint, that these Mega Evolution EX cards are going to allow 3 prize cards to be taken when knocked out. I'm interested in how, again, VMAX cards were that same way. And I just don't feel like people liked the VMAX cards as much because of that. So interesting to see how this changes things up since the last few years.
They can't complain anymore. They just got Dragapult and Gardevoir to deal with constantly, so this has to be better.
True, very true. Yeah, I think it's cool, and yeah, exactly. We'll be seeing if there are new Pokemon, if there are new Mega Pokemon in ZA. I'm sure those will be showing up. Not in this set, obviously, but will be showing up very quickly once that game is released.
I was surprised to see that this is a whole new set and it's not part of Scarlet and Violet. I thought it would be. So it's interesting to see like the beginning of this new era being Pokemon ZA, and not like the next generation. It's very interesting. From what I saw in the Japanese cards, they do give you 3 prize cards, but they are quite strong apparently.
True. That's true.
Yeah, I saw the description from Absol and Mawile, and they do seem pretty strong. So yeah, I do want to check the competitive. I'm not I like to watch. I don't really necessarily play competitive TCG. I like more opening packs. Is more of my thing.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. I do like to watch. We do have a really good player here in Brazil. Gabriel Fernandez is his name. He's the senior champion. He won the 3 international champions in this season.
Oh yeah, I saw that live. That was crazy.
Yeah.
He's our like the golden boy for us here. So we do like to watch him play. And it's gonna be the last season of him in the senior senior category, and next season he's gonna be playing with the Masters, so it's gonna be nice to watch him play as well. Yeah, but the set looks nice. Mega Evolution is very popular with fans. I think maybe that's why they wanted to use this to end Scarlet and Violet and start the new era with Pokemon ZA. Even if you don't have new Mega Evolutions yet, but they are popular, so people are going to be opening packs.
Yeah, I also think they just got all their mileage out of Scarlet and Violet at this point, right? Like they could do a 4th year of Scarlet and Violet, but like to what end? Especially if like people, there might even be people. Not, I was gonna say me included, but I don't really think I feel this way. But like, a little relatable. When Sword and Shield came out, I was very adamant to be like, I want to collect everything Sword and Shield, all the sets, and then I think I got to like Cosmic Eclipse or was it Silver Tempest, and I just like fell off. I was like, I can't keep up anymore. No, not Silver Tempest. That was
Cosmic Eclipse was Sun and Moon, so it definitely wasn't Cosmic.
Oh wait, no,
Eclipse.
not Cosmic.
Maybe Silver Tempest.
Emerging powers.
Or it could have been during Arceus. Yeah, one of the Arceus sets, like Astral Radiance or Lost Origin.
Astral Radiance. Yes. Sorry. Look, they were both space related. My mistake. But like the first couple of sets, I went really hard to like fill in the gaps, and then I kind of fell off. And I do wonder if there are people like me that, even with Scarlet and Violet, I was like, I'm gonna maybe pass on this. But now that they're kind of like resetting, this is no longer Scarlet and Violet. This is Mega Evolution. I wonder if that would reset people to be like, I'm gonna try to collect this collection now. Especially if you like Mega Pokemon.
Yeah, I think maybe in the beginning of Scarlet and Violet, maybe people had a feeling, but the last collections were like Prismatic Evolution, the Journey one, what's
Journey
the name of
Together.
English?
Journey
Together. Yes, I think people were on that, right? I think here in Brazil they were, at least.
Prismatic for sure.
Prismatic, yes.
Yeah.
Even the people are really waiting for the Black and White as well.
Yes, which will be the last Scarlet and Violet set, right? Black and White.
Yep, should be.
Yeah, so I think, it's really nice to see a new era, the beginning of a new era. But I think there might be more people involved. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if this, go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, I do wonder if, because with obviously the timelines were a little bit different, but when Legends Arceus came out, all of those sets that were related to Legends Arceus were still under the Sword and Shield set name or era.
Right.
And, I mean, none of this box art is showing us, it's just saying Mega Evolution. There's nothing there's no like era that it seems to be a part of, but they could also just be hiding that until later, or I do wonder if it's just going to be like not so much a Legends ZA era, but like if they're just going to just kind of not have a specific era of what these are until the next generation comes out, because I don't know that they would get like 3 years out of like a Legends ZA era of cards.
Right. No,
but
I agree.
Would they shorten that, or just maybe they're just going to like Yeah, I don't know.
but I think in the release they did say it was a new series. It was the
Right,
first
true.
the first expansion of a new series. So I
Yeah,
believe
okay.
the new series might be called Mega Evolution. It was
That would
just
actually, yeah,
like
I see what
the
you're saying.
first Scarlet and Violet is just called Scarlet and Violet, right? I
Mhm.
believe the
Yeah,
first
so
expansion.
yeah, I think you're 100% right. If you go to Pokemon.com and you click on all the expansions, like under Black Bolt, White Flare, Prismatic, it will say Scarlet and Violet series, and under Mega Evolution, it says Mega Evolution series.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm seeing that on the press release now. This is the Pokemon TCG Mega Evolution marks the first expansion in the upcoming Mega Evolution series.
Yeah.
And all of that. So, yeah. So I could see them pushing that out, like having, then I could see
Like
that.
a
A
short
Mega Evolution series
like a
that's
shorter series. Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
shorter series. Like even
And then-
Crown Zenith was the last Sword and Shield series, which was January 20th, 2023. Even the Pokemon Go set was Sword and Shield series.
Mhm.
It was Astral Radiance and Brilliant Stars. That's where I fell off because I was still all in on Fusion Strike. Now that I'm looking at all of these in order, and then the last Sun and Moon series was Cosmic Eclipse before they switched to Sword and Shield.
Mhm.
I don't know how hard it is to complete a set in the States. The problem here in Brazil is that it's very expensive. I mean, it might be very expensive everywhere, but here in Brazil it's quite expensive. The packs actually have 6 cards and not 10 cards.
Oh, really?
Whoa! Wait, what?
Oh, I
6
didn't know
cards?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
we have
Do you guys
6
have
cards.
Do you guys have the code card for the online game in it or no?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do have the code
For
card.
the live, for TCG Live.
Yes, for live.
Yes, we do, yes. But we have 6 cards, and the reason for that, they say it's because if there were to be 10 cards in the pack, that would be way more expensive. So they only have 6 cards.
Interesting.
So it's harder to to complete the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. I to be honest, I never tried to get like a full set. It would be impossible for me
Mhm.
for the amount of money to complete a whole series. When I like a card very much, like, oh, this is my favorite card, I rather buy the single than to go for it, to try opening packs for it.
Mhm.
I do like opening packs for fun, for the fun of it. I think it's cool, it makes like nice content as well. But if I want a card very much, I rather buy it the single.
Yep. That makes sense. And I think the biggest problem here, or at least where I live in California, is that it's not only does it, the more secret rares that they've added to these sets obviously makes them harder to fully complete, because you're only going to get like one special illustration rare in a booster box, right? Like it's just so much harder to pull these
If you're
specific
lucky.
cards. But like just finding them right nowadays is even harder. So like again, Prismatic Evolutions came out in January. I still haven't seen a pack of that on the shelves in a store since January. I have not opened a pack of Prismatic Evolutions. And it's just like trying to find any of this stuff is near impossible nowadays, on top of the fact that you have to open so much of it to complete a set. So, I have been going more toward the route of like, if I like these cards, I'll wait a little while and then I'll try to just buy them as singles rather than open 50 packs.
I talked about this to Steve when we were in Japan a little bit. There is like, we have a big problem here in Brazil that we the amount of products that they bring out, it's not enough. But it's not like the States where there's a lot of product and a lot of people are buying these products. The problem here in Brazil is that they don't have enough. The capacity that they have to print out these products are limited. So
Got it.
we have like a small amount of products out, and it goes out really fast. Even most products go out in during when stores do the pre-sale. They do like a pre-sale, and it's sells out. So when you go to the stores, it's really hard to find. But it's not because there's a lot of product and a lot of people buying. It's because the amount of products the products that they print out, it's not enough for everyone that wants to buy. So Prismatic was like this. We did, I think, Journey Together. There was enough product, but they did delay the release here in Brazil. I think was Journey Together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's gonna be with the black and white set. But the later releases were like this. This was the 151 was the same thing. It was like you could not find the products anywhere, and it was not because I think you guys have the products in Target, maybe, right? That's like
Target,
a lot of chains
Walmart.
are receiving. Yeah,
Best Buy.
Yeah, here we have like one hobby store that you can find that sells like a toy store. That is like a big chain, and they receive these products. Really hard to find, but otherwise you can only find them in a card store, like TCG card store.
Right.
And what happened with Prismatic Evolutions is that a lot of the stores did not receive any products at all.
Wow.
So if it was not like a big store, like the biggest stores in Brazil, like smaller guys would not even have the product. Would not even
That's
receive
a
the
bummer.
product.
Yeah. Jeez. That's tough.
Yeah. For switching gears here, Pokemon Sleep. It's been a hot minute since we've talked about Pokemon Sleep on the show. That's not true. We talked about it like 2 weeks ago. They're celebrating their second anniversary event, which is at the end of July. And maybe this brings some people back to Sleep. I think it's safe to say that Treecko, Torchic, and Mudkip are very popular Pokemon. So there's going to be a 2-week special anniversary event that will start on July 20th. So if you're listening to this podcast on the 14th, that'll be next week. They're also they've randomly dropped this in here. They're also releasing a new photo mode. They listened to the podcast, Bobby. They knew that Bobby listened. They were like,
right.
all right, we brought him back with Farfetch. How do we keep him? The photo mode.
Wait, hold on, real quick. The event starts on the 14th, not the 20th.
Tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. The second part of the second part starts the 2-part. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
They are also adding Plusle and Mine into the game too. So yes, week 1 will be the 14th. Week 2 will be the 21st. Limited time dream gifts will appear each day next to Snorlax during the first week of the event, and then the second week there will be a new limited time feature that gives you various research bonuses, although they don't say what this is. There will also be a mini candy boost on the second day. On the day of the second anniversary, which is July 20th, they will be giving gifts, including Pokemon incenses for Plusle and Minun to help you befriend these Pokemon, although they don't evolve, so they're probably going to be hard to catch. On top of that, you can complete limited time missions to get more incense for Treecko, Torchic, and Mudkip, and Pokemon candies during the second week. The photo mode is a feature, this is their words, not mine, that lets you take and save pictures of a research site and the Pokemon in it. The photo mode's options lets you do things like toggle whether or not certain bits of information are displayed, or choose the picture size. Photo mode can only be used from the home screen or the Sleep research screen. The limited time dream gifts will be randomly from a lineup. They don't say what the lineup is. And then if you don't log in, you cannot receive the gifts. The limited time candy boost will let you do 50 candies per day. There will be bonuses where one Pokemon will always arrive hungry. The main skill trigger will be multiplied by 1.5. Helper Pokemon Sleep XP 1.5. Candies will be multiplied. The daily gift. And then during week 1, Treecko, Torchic, Mudkip, Plusle, and Minun will make a greater appearance. And during week 2, Treecko, Torchic, Mudkip, and the evolutions plus Plusle and Minun will make a greater appearance. And you can go to any place for these Pokemon, although some Pokemon will not appear in others, except for Snowdrop, which has none of these new Pokemon. So
Wow.
Snowdrop literally gets none of the new Pokemon. Greengrass obviously gets all of them. Kai, you playing Pokemon Sleep? Where do you fall on this game?
Yeah, I started playing when I got the Plus Plus. I have it here with me. And I was playing a lot before I went to Japan. And when I got back,
that ruined it.
Yeah. And when I got back, I played one day or the other, and I was even before going to Japan, I was even like watching YouTube videos to understand more about the abilities and what Pokemon are better, to gather ingredients and kind of stuff. But I think people, maybe this is my experience, I don't know. I feel people the hardest part of Sleep for me, and maybe that's what keep people away, or people that play and drop, it's that it's really hard to evolve and level up Pokemon. I think it should be a bit easier, because like you can only get resources for like a limited amount of Pokemon. So if you want like a nice team or to have Pokemon gather different ingredients, it's really hard. It takes a lot of time. And it's like a lot of time. So I think maybe that's why people drop out. So it would be nice to be easier. But I do like the game. I do like it.
Yeah. I can understand that. I'm at a place where I have like one really good team, and now it's like trying to build another good team. I don't want to, because I'm taking away from the really good team I already have to do that. And yeah, like I just caught a really good Palmy the other day, and everybody's like, "Oh, get it boosted up and everything," and then you have to have it as your partner for Sleep for like 150 hours or something. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to take away my Wigglytuff because it's already really good, and now I've got to start doing this stuff with this one. And like I totally get that. Also, just to add on to that, the other thing that I wish that they would improve on a bit is how much you can catch. Just because it's so hard to get, like, my favorite Pokemon is Farfetch'd, and because it doesn't evolve, it's like 16 bars or whatever to get it to max friendship. Surprisingly, I actually did do that today. I was able to get one because I got lucky with like a critical catch or whatever. But for the most part, it's like, it's going to take like 2 or 3 times for that thing to show up for me to catch it. And it only shows up like once every couple of weeks. So
how much is the premium pass in the States?
$10 a month.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
What is it?
It was like $50. It would be like $50
a month.
Yeah, 50 reais. Yeah, it's our coin, not $50. 50
right.
Our coin.
Okay,
our
got
coin.
it. Okay.
But it's still like it's a lot.
Yeah.
For Sleep, I think. It's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot.
Like $10 a month is probably equivalent to maybe like 1.5 drinks at Starbucks. How many drinks at Starbucks would be 50?
Yeah, no, I cannot compare that because Starbucks is expensive here as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So like so let's say like the minimum wage here in Brazil, it's like 1,500 reais. And the pass would be 50 reais.
Okay.
Oh, so you would have to work 5 hours to just afford the pass for the month.
Yeah, I mean, imagine like if the minimum wage in the States were like $500, and then you have to pay $50 for the pass.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's expensive.
I see. There might be one person that corrects us. It's funny that you said that I wish it was a little easier to level up. They did adjust that at the beginning of the month on July 3rd.
Oh,
so
okay.
From a Pokemon from 1 to they changed it from 1 to 25. They changed it from 1 to 35. It will be a little bit easier to level it up to 35.
Okay.
A little bit. I don't think
helps
it's
a lot.
I get what you're saying, that it should be a lot easier. They did adjust it, and I don't know how that feels because most of my Pokemon are above that, and I haven't really leveled up anything new recently.
Exactly, because it's hard.
Because it's hard to level up.
It's
No,
hard
I know.
for it's hard for new players. I got my Go Plus. I think it was maybe October last year. It was like a year. I have it for a year. So I'm a new Pokemon Go Sleep. I'm a new Sleep player. So like I'm looking for like ways to get a better team and stuff. And people are like, oh, you need like a Palmy, for example. First of all, I cannot get Palmy easily, right?
Yeah.
If it's not in during an event, or even like the healer Pokemon that you need to keep my energy up, and I cannot get them. And once I get them, I cannot get a Gardevoir. I cannot get a route to Gardevoir easily. I need to do I need to play for like 3 or 4 months just to level up or to evolve my routes to Gardevoir, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's so different than like Pogo, because like Sleep is such a slow grind.
Yeah.
And you can only do so much a day, where in Pogo, if you like really wanted like a Gardevoir and Ralts was spawning, you could just spend all day going out and like catching Ralts, and like you could grind it. In Sleep, you can't grind anything. You can be like, well, I'm going to sleep with my Jigglypuff tonight, and that'll give me a little experience in the morning, but you can't, without spending money, of course. You can't just like, I'm going to brute force this Jigglypuff to get more experience.
Yeah, I like that. If you have one nice Pokemon, you don't really need to get in many others. No, if you have like a Gardevoir, if you have a Wigglytuff, you can just use the same one for in all of your teams. But like to get different types of Pokemon or different type of ingredients, I was kind of focusing on getting ingredients to power up my Snorlax through the recipes, and it's really hard to grind ingredients as well because you have 5 Pokemon in your team, so some recipes need more than those ingredients. Yeah, it's kind of it's not very new player friendly, I feel like.
Yeah. I think that the easiest thing they could do is just make more Pokemon hungry. Because I don't think I would ever throw a biscuit. Like even if I don't know, I have a pretty decent like Sprigatito or Meowscarada at this point, but even if a Sprigatito shows up and it's not hungry, like I need that candy to like evolve or to power up my Meowscarada a little bit more, but it's not worth throwing the biscuit at. It's not worth 5 biscuits. Whereas if it was hungry, I'd be more willing to catch it. And I think if just more Pokemon are hungry, you would be willing to spend the. I don't know. I don't feel like it's worth the biscuit if they're not hungry most of the time.
Well, then this week's event is for you, Steve, because like it said, one extra Pokemon will be hungry every day.
Yeah, but like with your example with like Farfetch, if Farfetch shows up and it's 16 pips and it's not hungry. Like, you can use your free biscuit, so that's 4. Well, for me, it's 4. For non-payers, it's 3. And it's like, is it worth another 12 Poke Biscuits? Like, it's going to be full by then. And, like, you can only buy...
Oh, I get so mad when they get full, by the way. Oh, my God.
Especially if you're 1 away and they get full. You're like, no, I'm not going to see you for another month.
Yes, that's really. I will play more regularly with this event because I like Mudkip a lot. I do have Mudkip here.
There you go.
I do like him a lot, so I will be playing more, and let's see if it's really easier to power up them.
Yeah. It would also be nice if you fed a Pokemon, like let's say you fed the Farfetch, if that makes it more likely to return.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be cool too, because the amount of times I would like feed a Dedenne and be like, all right, well, who knows when I'm going to see this thing next? Like it's 3 away, and I won't see it all week now. I feel like if a Pokemon was fed, they should more likely return quicker because you fed them already. Like a stray cat. If I feed a stray cat, he's more likely to come back to my house the next day.
Yeah,
because he knows where the food is. But Pokemon Sleep, Ilka, I know you're listening to this show. That's why you added Kramer and Farfetch. I think Pokemon that have been fed are more, because then I would be more likely to feed that Farfetch. Like, oh, that Farfetch isn't hungry, but if I give it one Poke Biscuit, I know I'm going to see him more often. That way I can at least work on him every day.
Yep. That's why aren't you working at Ilka?
Yeah, Ilka.
Make these decisions.
I'm giving you free information here. I'm excited for the second anniversary. No word of a new island, but they didn't do a new island for the 1-year anniversary. They did that, I think, like a month later.
Yeah, they did it on their 2.0 release, which came a couple months after the first anniversary.
Yeah. And they didn't mention anything about hard mode, or I think they called it challenge mode. Nothing about challenge mode here. Expert mode? Maybe it was expert mode,
I think. Yeah.
But they did say it would come at the end of July. So this is all July 20th stuff, or a little bit before July 20th, obviously. But maybe after this anniversary is over, then they'll talk about the hard mode.
Which is even more of a reason to be able to power things up easier, because now you're going to have to have a variety of Pokemon powered up. And I don't, because I just have like my 5 or 6 good ones.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it for our show for you guys today. We will have a bonus segment. So if you're on the Patreon feed, or you want to be on the Patreon feed, patreon.com/PKMNcast. We're just going to do another like 20 minutes with Caillou. I actually have more questions about like the differences of like what's happening in Brazil versus America. So I think that'll be the bonus show. If you're on Apple Podcast, or if you go over to Patreon, both have free trials if you want to listen to the bonus episodes or past bonus episodes when you sign up for that free trial. It also removes all the ads. It also supports the show. So patreon.com/PKMNcast if you want longer episodes, you want to remove the ads, all that stuff. And then I know some people watch on YouTube. We do put the video stuff on Patreon, so if you want to watch the bonus stuff, that is in video form. So there's a lot on Patreon. There's a lot of old bonus stuff. There's a lot of behind the scenes. And in a couple weeks is our 15-year anniversary of the show. So we have a full schedule out of people being on, and then maybe some people returning in the future.
15 years?
15 years, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I started the show around the time Heart Gold Soul Silver came out.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, 15 years.
That's crazy.
But I've been doing the show like full time. Well, now I've been doing the show full time for 15 years, but like as a content creator with like Twitch and YouTube and everything, that's been like 7-ish years. Because I lost my job before COVID. And then if for some reason the company I worked for didn't file for bankruptcy, COVID would have definitely
done it.
COVID would have definitely put them out. Anyways, thank you. If you for people who want to find you, Caillou, who are not on the premium feed, where can they find you?
Well, I do make content in Portuguese primarily, so if you do want to check that, just find me at Jogada Excelente in any... Steve is going to put the links, I believe.
I will, yeah. They'll all be in the show notes.
Yeah, in any social media, Instagram especially, Twitter, X, Facebook still, YouTube. I do live stream eventually every now and then on Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, I do talk... On YouTube, I talk mostly about Pokemon GO, but on the other social media, I dab on other things as well.
Got it. And I went this whole episode without speaking any Portuguese. Bom dia.
Bom dia. Yeah.
Más o menos.
Más o menos. Yeah. The number of words you can speak in Portuguese, and you never had a class, it's amazing. It's crazy.
It's mostly like watching Julie and then just like hearing words, and because like I think it's easy because I understand Twitch, and so like when somebody gifts a sub and then she goes like obrigada, but that's for me it would be obrigato. It would be like, oh, she's like saying thank you, like I get it. Or when she got excited for anything, oh, what does she say when she's excited? I can't remember. But it was like, I know that's like, oh my gosh, or something like that.
Yeah, no. When we were in Japan, I was like, know a lot of words, actually. I didn't know a lot of words.
I was like, yeah, I just hang out with Julie a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it's easier for me too, because like I'll just repeat her inflection, and that's how I feel like I learn it better.
Yeah.
And that's why when I just read words, like when I read all those like Japanese towns earlier, I was like, I know I'm saying them wrong because I've never heard anyone say them. Like I need to hear it.
Yeah, I feel like Japanese might be harder for Americans to get the pronunciation right. We might have like a bit more. The phonemes sound similar in Japanese and Portuguese. The words sound completely different, but the phonemes are quite similar.
This is the bonus content. You'll get more of this content after the credits if you're on the premium feed. This was like a free trial right here. Anyways, thank you so much, Caillou, for being on. Thank you, Poppy.
No, it's my pleasure.
Stick around after the. Go ahead.
No, it's my pleasure. My pleasure.
All right. Awesome. Stick around for after the credits if you're on the premium feed. If not, have a really good weekend. We will see you guys next week. This has been another episode of the Pokemon Podcast, and we are
super effective.
But you don't go around seeing a lot of Pokemon stuff. There is here. I live close to São Paulo, which is the biggest city in Brazil. There is one neighborhood there that is called Liberdade, which would be like a Japanese neighborhood, and they have a lot of imported